Clay TV. I'm Kira.
And I'm Elisa.
And we're going to be doing a show every Wednesday for you. So we want to just tell you quickly about a couple things that we have going on at polymerclaytv.com and at craftylink.com, our community that you can join, where you can have your own page and share pictures and get involved in all the fun stuff that we have over there. So what's going on right now, Elisa?
Well, we have the Christy Freeze and Create Along, which is really fun, and you could tell them more about it and the video that you did for it so they can find out more.
Yeah, the Christy Freeze and Create Along is a monthly tutorial and sharing kind of challenge where, we are focusing on Christy's book called Flourish, and it's got all kinds of fun flowery and plant-like forms in it. And we've got 2 months have gone on so far, and we're going to be posting another video soon with the challenge topic for month number 3. So if you haven't gotten involved in that yet, head on over to craftylink.com and join the Polymer Clay crew, which you can find very easily on the site sidebar, and you can get all the details about the challenge.
Right. And to join that group is free. And so is the video. And actually there's going to be some really cool prizes given out every single month. So there's something in it for everybody.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun, and Christy's really talented, and we really, really like working with her. So that's one of the things we have going on. What else do we have going on? Oh, we're going to be doing a monthly kit of transfers. Actually, you can use, this is the design for the very first one. It's actually 2 pages, one going where the words are not backwards and one where the words are backwards. And the reason why we did the words backwards is so that you can transfer it using magic transfer paper onto polymer clay. And if you just want to do like mixed media projects, you don't need it backwards. You can just glue it on there. I mean, you can use it if you want. You can use transfer paper on mixed media projects as well. It just depends on what you're doing and what you want to do and what kind of look you want. So, yeah, Kira's going to be doing a demo today using a piece from this transfer sheet. And you'll see that, and I've made some stuff too. So we're going to be just doing some demos of things that we've made, teach you how to make jewelry, teach you how to make some different home decor along the way, all kinds of things, whatever comes to our mind. You know, we're always thinking of different things and different projects. So that's what this show is going to be about, you know, just different ways to use polymer clay and different mediums as well.
Yeah, and we always like to mix it up. So today I'm going to show you the base of how I created this earring, which has some dangly things on the bottom, and I'm going to turn my camera over in just a second here. But you know, we always are using different products and tools and things that maybe you didn't buy for polymer clay, or you won't find them in the polymer clay section at the store, but we really like to put anything that works with it. For example, as I look at this, I'm just thinking about what I used on it. It's pretty simple, but I did use a clear stamp. So this is a polymer clear stamp that I got. I think this was in the dollar bin at Michael's. It's just tiny little script, like text.
One tip about those clear stamps is you want to look for ones that are more deeply etched.
Yeah.
Because some of those clear polymer stamps are not very deeply etched, and they don't show up well on polymer clay. Although, I can give you another tip. If you want them to show up on polymer clay, then you can use Stays-On ink, stamp onto the polymer stamp, and then stamp on top of the clay with the Stays-On ink. So that's a way you can use ones that are not so deeply etched. So think about that. But you do want something deeply etched if you wanted to imprint into the clay.
Yeah. I'm just trying to set up my camera here so you can see what's going on. So this one definitely was deep enough. This right here is the setup for this project. So what I've done is I've taken some Sukaneko Brilliance ink, which is a fast-drying pigment ink, and they're pearlescent. This color is called chocolate. And I inked the stamp. and then I just put it over a thin piece of clay that I have attached to a tile. And the clay that I'm using is Pardo jewelry clay because I have a bunch of this that they gave us to test. The color is lemon calcite. It comes in little balls inside this. I don't know that they sell this large size anymore. I think it comes in bricks now, more like
I
like
believe so.
Prima.
I believe it's just in the bricks now.
Yeah, so this was like the older style, but they have a lot of the same colors. So I really liked this bright yellow to go with this butterfly. And then this clay here is a new Primo granite color, and it's granite white. And it's really cool because I thought that if you kept mixing the granite color that it would just all blend into one color. But I discovered as I played with it that the granite flecks actually come from like, it must be large chunks of mica or something because they're metallic and they're not going away. As you condition the clay, they kind of stay there. So I've got this piece of butterfly that I cut out of the paper, and I'm going to just place it face down on this piece of clay and press it in. And this is just magic transfer paper, and it's such an easy thing to use. So we just figured we'd quickly show you because it's easy to show really fast because it works so well and quickly. So I'm just going to cut out around the butterfly with my X-Acto blade because I don't want any excess clay because I'm going to be taking this either to the sink or because I'm demoing on camera, I'm going to do it in a little bowl of water because water is the release to get the paper off of the clay.
Yeah, it's best to cut out your design before you transfer it. That way you're not handling it and have the chance of messing up the transfer. So that's why we always cut out the piece to the design with the transfer paper right directly on the clay.
Right. So it's really easy to do with a blade or your X-Acto knife or whatever you have lying around. And then I'm just going to kind of press down the edges that are like have little burrs on them from the cutting process. That's all I'm doing. And just burnish it onto there. And then I've got this bowl of water here. I'm just going to put a paper towel under it. And I'm going to dip it and just swish water over the transfer, and the paper just comes right off.
It's really that easy.
Yeah. It's not like some of the other transfer methods and papers where you've got to sit there and rub and rub and rub for an hour to get the paper off. It's super simple.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit less super simple because of how I'm doing it, because normally we would just take this to the sink.
Right.
And run it under a stream of lightly running water and use your finger to just kind of gently mush the paper fibers off the back of the transfer, and then it's done. So basically how I built this earring was by cutting out this piece and taking the transfer butterfly and putting it on top. And you can handle it a little bit, so you can press it on to the clay beneath it and shape it, whatever you want to do there. And then I used my Etch and Pearl, which is a tool that you can get from Polyform. It's a Sculpey thing that's got like a cup at one end and a knitting needle-y kind of a thing at the other. And I just made 3 holes on the bottom and 1 on the top for hanging, so that my earring could be strung like this with 3 dangles on the bottom, and then this one is a dangle with, and it has a bead here that's been captured on both sides by bead caps. So I have these little floral bead cap thingies that you can put on both sides of that. And then just simply put it on a hook, put some head pins on the bottom, and you have a really quick and simple but beautiful earring.
Yeah, really, really cute. You know, one of the things about magic transfer paper is that I want to note, sometimes you don't get the paper off the very first time you rinse it off. You can rinse it and rinse it until you get it off. So it's not like you might rinse it and not have gotten all the paper. Well, you can just take a wet paintbrush, or you can even run it back under the faucet. So don't feel like if it leaves some paper on there the first time that you're stuck with it. No, your design's ruined. No, you can just wash it again. Just keep washing until you get it all up. The first time you run it under the faucet, you can use your finger and start to kind of move the paper off a little. It's really not as, what's the word I'm looking for? It's delicate. It's really not as delicate as you might think, because there are some other transfers, like the water slide paper. If you touch it, your design is ruined. It's not that way with magic transfer paper. So just something I wanted to note.
Yeah.
Let me show you what I'm talking about actually with that, because here's a piece that I've done. It's an earring, and it's going to be hard to see because there's still paper on that. Now I can take this under the faucet once again, or take a wet brush and continue to wipe off the rest of that paper that I missed that first time around. So don't feel like your design's ruined, because like I said, you can even, don't tell anybody, but you can even lick your finger and go off. It was like a little spot that you have to do. Sorry about that. But anyways, here's a pendant I made with the same sheet, because like I said, there's lots of designs just on this one sheet, so you can make a zillion different things from it. So I made this pendant, and I'll actually show you on next Wednesday's show how I made this and how easy it was to put it together. So one sheet with a bunch of designs on it can go really far, and if you're interested in the kit, it's one design. Well, we actually sell the design separately. It's a collage sheet, or you can get it with magic transfer paper. We've discounted a little for you with both the magic transfer paper and the collage sheet. So you can find that at polymerclaytv.com or craftylink.com too. But you can use any transfer, any kind of paper. It'll work on the transfer paper as well. So.
Yeah, I actually, when I took it to the office supply store, because magic transfer paper is laser only, so I usually take it to my local Office Max and have them print it out for me. But I had them print a couple of sheets on regular paper too, because it can work for ATCs, and I have plans to do like a little shrine thingy with it. So when you get it, you can print it out as many times as you want. There's no limit.
Right. And I took this flash drive. I put the file on this flash drive and took it to Office Max and gave them the flash drive with the picture on it, and they just printed it out for me. So you can do it that way too, which made it easy. Because I have a laser printer, but I couldn't get it hooked up. I was like, not worth my time, so I took it there. So anyways, we are going to be here and try to be here every Wednesday, showing you a different technique or a different demo or whatever it is that we come up with that week. I'm also going to be doing a show probably weekly called In the Studio with Elisa, and I'll show you different things I'm working on in my studio and share ideas that I have along the way, and whatever comes up. I might even invite people to the studio and have them share with you, and so you can just see different things. I don't know exactly where I'm going with this, but I think it'll be fun. I have my new studio, although as you can see I'm not in my studio today. That's because it's like 18 degrees out there or something in northern Florida, and I didn't want to freeze, so I'm in the house today. But yeah, so we have a lot of things going on, and definitely check us out and come to the website and become a member of our free community. And
don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're not a subscriber, and then you'll be alerted every time we post a new video.
Definitely. And you can find us on Facebook and Pinterest. My name's Elisa. Kira has her own Pinterest, and you can add us on there. And we have all the information on the website, so you can find it there at craftylink.com or polymerclaytv.com. So Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.